simple words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Auburn Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, a fun storyline to keep your eyes on here today is, can their wide receiver go over 1,000 yards? It's hard to believe, but it has not happened here at Auburn since 1999 when Ronnie Daniels got it done. Kind of a fun fact, the last guy that got close was Darvin Adams, who had 997 yards in 2009. But we're going to try to see if they can make a little history today. The coaches said it's in the script. We'll see if we can get it done. Of course, it's more important to win the game, but they are very aware that they can make a little history for their wide receiver today, and they want to get that done. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. He breaks a tackle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup with the defense. Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Out wide right, it's Nimrod. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Cobb. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
And a nice job separating by the slot receiver on that in route. Man-to-man coverage, he put his foot in the ground, created a little bit of separation. That made that play work.
The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw again. Get it out to the supersonic guy. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Williams. Fires it incomplete. Long way to go on second down. Throwing, Williams. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people will say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Hands it off. Got some green grass. There he goes. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Moving to his left. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Left side, it's Johnson. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Making the adjustment. Keeps it on the ground. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Right side, it's Johnson. Try to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Boy, oh boy, this defense is making the sledding rough down here deep in the red zone. That play is going backwards.
They really are playing with a sense of urgency, aren't they, Reese? With their backs against the wall, you're seeing tremendous tenacity out of this defensive unit.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Brown wants to pass. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? They'll go to the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they take advantage of spectacular field position and move it 24 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Sees an alley. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Williams, working that left side now. Could not make his way to the corner. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Snap to the back. Turning it on. Past the 50. The 30. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bama! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Shoot, quick toss to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Running inside, it's Cobb. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Brown will throw it. Got his man. At the 35, he's open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hits inside, it's Cobb. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Changing the routes with his receiver. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Knocked down in the backfield 2 yards behind the line.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Sees a crease. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Williams to throw for it on 4. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And they'll get him down after a solid return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
They'll go back to work on offense. Williams. Finds his big tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn and then finally show up. Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity, and I think they feel like they've got the guys inside the building already that can take over the spot and lead this team to a national championship.
Quick give. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now
makes the catch and he's free. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Throwing, Mack. Fires to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. New set of downs after the completion. Tight end now in motion. Got a little space. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your run.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Shoots it to the left. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Out wide left, it's Edwards. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. 4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw for it on 4th. He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Brown wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Just got rid of that one.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Left side is Cobb.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll send the back in motion. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Cobb. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Auburn calls its 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Drops back on 1st down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Brown will throw it. On the move, he fires. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Keeping his eyes downfield. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with a look at LSU taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
And it's LSU looking to extend that win streak to double digits. How many teams can say that? It's been one of the best coaching jobs in football this year, and a big payday is on the horizon.
On the move is the 30. Open field on the right. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
And simple play, simple gain, get that first down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. They'll go play action with Mack. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Lets it fly. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Plows through the defense. Just dismissing tackles. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Brown wants to pass. Right side, it's Singleton. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
There he goes. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued. This big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive.
He's taking the shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Austin Mack finds a soft spot in the middle. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll send the tight end in motion. And it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, Austin Mack. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Throwing, Mack. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Third and 7. Pulls and fired complete. He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Fourth down coming. Let's see if they go for it here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Mack to throw for it on fourth. On the move. Fires on the move. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Brown will throw it. Left side, it's Nimrod. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Fields the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes that Alabama offense. The defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Mack. Here comes the heat. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. The defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Austin Mack. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Mack. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB, good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
Finds his back in the middle. Turning it on. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Mack. Fires one high and deep. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
They'll move the tight end. They'll try to power it in. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Out wide left, it's Nimrod. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Brown wants to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. Give him 7 on that one, and now we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. Wants to throw it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. Third down coming for this offense. Looking to throw for it. Unleashes to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Auburn extends its lead as the Tigers are turning back the tide.
And I give credit to Auburn, too. It seems like every year when these two teams play, it doesn't really matter what Auburn has done leading into this game. They are able, time and time again, to play their best when they play against the Tide. They're doing it again here in the second half.
And I hate the cliche throw the records out, but it does matter in this game. Why? Both these schools in the same state. They hate each other. The fans hate each other. Got recruited by the same schools. There is nothing about these two teams that like each other.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He'll try to take it back.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Oh, what a cut! He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? This is a designed run. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Left side is Kane. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll go play action with Mack. Got it. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Gets the back moving. Austin Mack. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. Since 1893, this game has meant more to the fans in the state of Alabama than any other sporting event, and the toilet paper will fly at Toomer's Corner. The Eagles will fly, and it is an orange and blue game as Auburn takes down the Tide in the Iron Bowl. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.